So, this is gonna be my last video before vacation, and it is one of my replays that I just had earlier today in the MiG-15, the German MiG-15 bis, the post-war Korean era communist jet fighter from the Soviet Union. I apologize for the poor video quality. I'm going to fix that. I plan on getting Bandicam when I return, so that should help. It's like $40, I think, so I just have a few financial stuff for those of you who saw my post about the guinea pigs, so we're probably gonna have to put a lot of our money into that. In this video, I pretty much just show the way at least I use the MiG. This is only like, I unlocked the MiG a few months ago, but I haven't played it because I played several matches in it, and I'm not really good in it because I know it's a very fast jet, but at the same time, it's great at climbing and everything, but it's not that maneuverable, and the weapons are so limited on ammunition. You're always just, hoping to God that you're gonna pull that trigger, because and some actual bullets are going to come out, because it has a tendency to jam when you hold it down too long. But usually I try to avoid that, and you're going to see quite a few shots in this game actually where I probably could have taken some shots at jets, and I just didn't, because I am so conservative that I just don't want to use any ammunition where it could possibly come into play later where I really need it badly. And I have no idea the ballistic properties of these weapons at all, practically. I don't know the bullet drop, I don't know anything like that, so this is all just coming from my knowledge of propeller-driven aircraft. So that gives me a bit of a disadvantage here. I think the way I'm probably going to try to play this is, the MiG usually, this quality on this video I think is going to be extremely worse than my other ones, because I messed up the settings on my OBS recording software. So hopefully I can fix that when I use Bandicam. But basically my tactics for using the MiG are climb to about 13 to 14,000 feet off to the side of the map. By that time your team should already be engaged down low. Try to find one of your teammates maybe doing a hammerhead or a similar maneuver, or with someone on their 6, and try to get them off, because most of the time people are pretty tunnel visioned. I kind of just used dive bombing tactics, almost like a seagull, because my one teammate there had a guy on his 6, but he was shot down before I could engage. So my friend, Murica, I think his name is, you might not be able to tell, he's got about 4 to 5 enemies on his 6 right there. So I'm gonna wait until a little bit, and now I'm gonna slot in behind him and try to get this F-86 and get him off his tail. I don't succeed, sadly, as you will see. I can't remember when, but I do know that he eventually gets shot down, my teammate in the MiG. But how I ended up surviving this game is nothing short of a miracle, because I do not know anything about this. So someone just shot off his right aileron, I believe. I'm slotting in behind him, trying to get a solution. I just fired a shot. No luck so far. I could be taking shots here. I just took another one. Too low. Didn't compensate enough. He's going up into climb, and he's constantly dodging, and he's trying to get me off his 6 because he sees me. And my MiG is just so heavy, and the control surfaces are too small, and I just can't keep up with him. And eventually someone sees me trying to maneuver and does a pass like that, but that's just with the one guy. Now there's another F-86 on my tail, and he hits my right wing pretty bad right there. It doesn't look too bad, But trust me, that is some severe damage, because now I have a lot of drag. I have like a 1-foot hole in my right wing, and it's causing severe drag, and it's like, I'll show you in a bit, but like, I give the dang plane like full left rudder, and it's not having any effect on the characteristics of the dipping wing practically at all, and that's why I usually use on prop planes to compensate for that sort of thing, and most of the time it works. But it didn't here. And I was trying to loop around to my left here, going high, but I realized I couldn't do that, because I just tried to yaw it, and it just straightened out the plane. It didn't even cut it left at all. So, right up here, I purposely put the MiG, being it's a heavy aircraft, into a stall, and just let it naturally, as it goes to about 100 miles an hour, let it roll around. And then when I circle back, there's a meteor directly below me. Now, that's both good and bad news. Good news, he's not on my 6. Bad news, he's way more maneuverable, and no matter what he does, I can probably not keep up with him and get a shot on, because meteors are just probably the most maneuverable jets in the game. Okay, so yeah, he just dodged me to the left right there, and I just couldn't keep up because of my right wing damage. So I try to climb up again. Maybe he'll get distracted, you know, and I can pull back onto his 6 and maybe get him while he's tunnel vision, but I don't think this guy's tunnel vision. He's a pretty good pilot. So I'm rolling back around. There he is. And I probably could have taken a small shot right there, but I didn't want to, because it probably wouldn't have been good anyway. And here's another F-86. I took a brief shot at him, I believe, but no cigar on the hits on that one. So I'll have to roll back around. Now this is really weird right here. Now this meteor tries to evade these fighters by going into this canyon by our base, because they all basically rushed our base. He goes to cut left here to evade, and bam, he hits right into the side of that canyon. So you always gotta make sure you're gonna have enough clearance on this. Harley right here, a little bit of a snapshot. Right wing completely torn off. He went right into my flight path. I took hardly any lining up on my part. All I needed to do was get the nose up in time, and he was done. And on jets, if you get just a little bit of the right wing taken off or left wing, they're pretty much done, because the airflow is unbalanced in that case at the high speeds. So now at this time, we have only one player on the enemy team left, and his name's Hepster. And I know Hepster, because we used to do custom battles together, and he is a very good pilot. He's 10 times better than I am, and he's a lower rank than me. So I just dodged a shot by his saber, and now I just have to try to open the distance between his plane and mine. And at this point, I don't even care if I'm shot down. All I want to do is really get my plane on the ground, and I'm going to call it successful, because I killed an enemy plane, you know, and that's pretty much it. And I took while I was damaged, so not half bad for being, this is, you know, only like my 4th or 5th MiG game probably in RB. So I'm starting to try to slow down here and get a feel for the right wing, how much I need to compensate for it before I come in on my final. I'm going to try to come in on a turn, so that when I come in on a right-hand turn to land, hopefully the right wing will be up, because I'll have to cut my rudder to the right, and the centrifugal force will make my left wing want to dip and my right wing want to rise. So I'm going to cut a left turn here with what controls I have. And this is the problem here, because I think I slowed down too much, or not, you know what, I think I had the speed perfect. But what happened right here, watch this, right there, I dipped the wing too much, and no matter what I can do, I can't pull that wing up in time, and my right wing hits the ground right there. Although my pilot doesn't die, So, and I was going slow enough so that the plane skidded to a halt, and it only took off the right wingtip, and it counts as a successful soft landing and a crash emergency landing. So I have about a minute repair time. Now, basically, what happens here, because at this point in the recording, I want to fast forward it, and my War Thunder crashed. My OBS recording software caused War Thunder to basically go crazy on me. So, basically, what happens is Hepster goes head on with one of our CL Sabers and loses the match, sadly. Me and my CL, our left eye, take back off, and basically the match ends right then and there. And there wasn't any foul words exchanged or anything. It was a very nice game, very well played by both teams. And I'm just glad that I was finally able to get a kill in my MiG and find out generically how I should be using it. So, with that being said, I guess I'll conclude this video until the next one I post up, until after I get everything settled with the pets after I get home from vacation. So, I'll see you guys.